everybody. We are Letters to Chicken, Chicken to Letters, Shits and Bingos in Kansas. It's just fun over here. We're just mashing it all up. We are gonna get started with some improv. All we need from the void is an object, any sort of object that you might find in your grandma's office.
Batteries.
Batteries. And could we have an adjective that wouldn't normally describe batteries?
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt batteries. Corrosion was something that could happen to anyone, That's what the battery thought a couple of years after its expiration date. And, it was in the corner. It had been forgotten. It was never used. And it had really hoped to be part of like a video game controller or maybe like a remote or even like a remote control car. But now it just had this idea about corrosion in the back of its mind and what would happen to it now.
But then one day, a man who lived in the house needed a new battery for his pacemaker. And he decided to put that battery in his very heart. And the battery knew that it had a job to do.
No longer could this battery think about corrosion. It was a heart battery. It was given the most sacred task. And while the battery would have preferred to be kind of a fun time battery, one for toys, maybe something a little less stressful. I mean, nobody died when their, Tonka truck died, but it knew that late in life, this was a chance and they weren't going to blow it.
No. It was not going to blow it. The batteries were going to keep ticking, just like the heart should have on its own. But there was one day when it started to feel like it had a little bit of reflux. And it was worried, once again, about corrosion.
It was so unexpected, the battery had taken on all this responsibility for an entire life. It was literally life and death in the will of the battery, and it was terrifying to feel that first moment of reflux of corrosion. It was disorienting, and the battery just started freaking out.
It sent a little kind of shock accidentally. It didn't know where it came from. And the man with the pacemaker jolted a bit, and suddenly the battery realized he just brought a little pep into his step.
The man was jolted right into Heather Winterbottom, who was the woman across from him in the retirement center who he had been eyeing for 7 months. And that jolt into Heather Winterbottom was finally what they needed to talk, to set a date for bridge.
Mm-hmm. And bridge they played. And during their bridge playing games, the battery sent another jolt just to see what happens.
And at the end of the day, we learn it really is literal sparks that will fly when you have a battery that loves you.
The heartfelt
battery.
Heartfelt battery.
Can you please hand me like one of the scalpels? Oh, the surgery is not going well.
Yeah, sure. Here, scalpel.
Sorry, I
just
just
one of you needs to hand it to me.
Okay,
I'll do it. No, okay. You.
I'm just taking that one. Thank you, Eileen.
Okay. I guess I ran in here from the other operating room. You just seemed very stressed. I guess I'm going to just go back and assist the other doctor. It seems like you have the scalpel situation mended.
Cut to the other operating room.
Where have you been? Where have you been? I
Sorry.
need clamps.
Okay, here you go. I just heard wild screaming from the other operating room, and you are honestly the best surgeon that we have in this hospital. So I knew I could leave you for a second and get the opportunity maybe to save 2 lives today.
The best surgeon is only as good as her team, sir. And you failed me, and I feel like I'm failing this patient.
Cut back to Valerie's operating room.
Beep, beep, beep.
More oxygen, please. Can someone get the patient a little bit more oxygen?
Me or her?
Beep, 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 beep.
I didn't ask for a resident nurse. Okay, can just one of you do it? I need to focus on keeping the heart going.
Beep, 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 beep.
Get me
They're
that
not-
other nurse. Can you get me that other nurse from that other room? She knew what she was doing.
Excuse me. I don't like the way you're talking to me right now.
Cut back to the other operating room. All right. Clamps, sutures. It's just there's just one more big stitch to make, and this triple bypass surgery is going to be done and dusted.
Of course, I already
Well,
have.
I'm sorry. Your services are needed in the other room.
What? There are
Your
two-
services are needed in the other room.
There were 2 of you there.
No.
I know, but I'm not good enough and they want you. So I'm going to help this doctor here and you can go help.
I'm sure you're very qualified. I already prepared the needle and the thread for you. You're so close. You've got this. I'm going to just run to the other room. Again, this is a great opportunity for us to save 2 lives today. We're a team. Everybody here's a team. And I'm here for you. You're not here for me. You're here to lead. Just
I'm here.
Cut back to the other operating room.
hello?
You're here, finally. Okay, I just thought maybe it'd be better if you could do the surgery. You're so good at everything. I realize I'm not capable of managing anyone or saving lives. Please
Okay.
go.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy. I'm going to at least continue to pump the heart, just to keep this man alive. But you are the surgeon here. I'm perfectly happy to multitask and save 2 lives today. But I'm not really trained for this.
There you are. I knew it. I thought I smelled disappointment and betrayal in the air, and here you are just pumping away.
I'm literally pumping a heart. Could you maybe get over yourself for 1 second? You were done with that surgery. This man is on the table. This surgeon is having a crisis of faith, and I'm just trying to keep this patient alive.
The
Cut
top
back to
surgeon
Biz
is
all
only as
alone
good as their
in the operating room.
team.
Cut back to the other operating room. 1 bottle of beer on the wall, 1 bottle of beer.
Cut.
Taste them
Scene.
down, pass it around.
So listen, I'm looking for some fun time batteries, if you know what I mean.
What?
Not the stressful time, not the stressful kind, but like the fun time batteries.
Okay, so you don't want Ryovac, you want the Energizer Bunny?
I feel like there's different brands and different situations, and it's a fun time. It's not I'm not talking about a Tonka truck here.
Can I buy these pens, or are you going to keep talking to the Staples cashier?
I'm just trying to specify the kind of batteries that we need for a fun time.
Okay, do you mean you need a different sized battery? We have the D batteries, they're a rectangle shape, which is original for a battery, right? Except it also is in the car, so maybe not. I don't understand what you're asking. I really don't get it. I think they're all the same.
listen, my wife and I are having a little bit of trouble, and so we are taking the advice of our therapist and trying to spice things up, and we can't use the fun toy without fun batteries, okay?
I think all the batteries are the same. I think you could just put you could get a rechargeable battery. How about that? How about a rechargeable one? So it gets excited every time you plug it in. I don't know.
That's not a bad idea. Rechargeable. Honey, did you hear that? We could get a rechargeable battery for our fun times.
Are we?
I said that I was going to pretend not to know you and just buy these pens, okay?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I'm getting these batteries, and that sexy lady over there is just, minding her own business. She definitely doesn't want anything to do with fun time batteries.
What the fuck is going on here?
Fine, it's a role play, okay? It's a role play. We thought, since we originally met at an Office Depot, that we could try to recreate the spark of our relationship by just having another, random encounter at a supply store. Is that so wrong?
And I'm sorry, Sarah, is it on your tag? This is literally all your fault.
What? No, hold on.
This is our last shot.
Cut to the
Sweetie.
couple counseling.
Sweetie, I think this is what the therapist was talking about, where you were saying,
Okay, so we see what happened here, right? You all seem to be trying something new out, and we got a little bogged down with the details of the battery.
It was just, I thought it was really important just to get every single thing right when every single thing is going wrong. I'm losing control. I just needed the right kind of battery.
I hear that. I just, I think that part of fun is being able to play and being able to be okay when things don't exactly go perfectly right. Maybe we could give it a second try.
Yeah. We could go to Office Depot this time. Maybe really, really nail it. Staple it, maybe. Yeah.
Clean. I mean, I feel like Grandma would have wanted us to use all of these really old office supplies somehow to celebrate her life.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely collectibles and rusty, slightly dangerous. Sounds like Grandma.
I agree. I actually took all the supplies down and I've just created a new grandma out of them.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, what?
New grandma.
new grandpa.
I actually created a new grandma and grandpa out of them.
Oh my God. Oh no, there's too many paper clips.
You finally have realized your dream of becoming a modern day Frankenstein.
Thank you. That is the reaction I was hoping somebody would have. I brought back our grandparents who are out of their favorite materials. You know how much they loved old antique office supplies, and now they get to become them.
I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
I spent a lot of time shaping those paper clips. I mean, look at all the scars I have on my hand from being poked by the staples and paper clips, but they're just beautiful.
I thought it was strange that it didn't bother coming home for a week and a half after they died and didn't show up to the funeral because you were busy on your big plan. And now I see that what animatronic grandparents, this is like fucking creepy Chuck E. Cheese. Like, this is,
Just give one
what
of
do
them
they sing too? Like,
give one of them a hug. Come here, Grandma. Come here. Oh,
Not to
no,
the animatronic grandparents on a date.
Hi.
Hi. You look so, you look like you always did it on my little fantasy dreams.
Yeah. Metallic and all. Right?
Yeah.
Hey
lost
folks,
it.
welcome to Cracker Barrel. Can I get you started with some iced tea or some Coke?
That will rust me.
Do you
Okay,
have
water, coffee, biscuits,
biscuit?
oil. You mean
Oil.
butter?
No, oil.
Biscuits and butter. All right, I got you. You just
Oh
go ahead and you just wait. I'll be right back.
God. Oh God. Animal fat is not going to be good for us.
Well, yeah, I know. I asked for oil and she's getting butter.
Do you promise to keep it away from me? I know we didn't include that in our vows, but I feel like we should make maybe new vows now that we're like this.
Yeah.
All right, you two. Okay, big old
No.
basket of biscuits. And I went back
Oh.
and I talked to Cook, and I was able to get you some vegetable oil. Now, we didn't really understand why you would put that on a biscuit, but so here's your veggie oil, and then blackberry jam and apple butter. Is there anything else I can get for you two?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Honey,
Hey, I'll be back to check on you in a minute.
honey, I'm gonna pour that vegetable oil all over you.
Seed.
Hello, Heather.
Hello, Dr. Clump.
Miss Winterbottom. I requested your presence months ago, 7 months ago, to the day. And you ignored me. I had to run right into you just to get you to pay attention. Here you are.
I am here. Did you really think this is how we would fall in love? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what with me conniving and strategically placing myself in your line of vision, showing up to all your activities, getting in the apartment next door.
Yes.
I don't
I
know.
mean, Earl only died a year ago. I'm still mourning him. Couldn't you give me a little bit more time?
Tag out Val. I don't know how you think you're supposed to get a job, but it's certainly not showing up to a company retreat, repeatedly trying to get behind the counter, commuting every day and parking in the employee parking spot for 7 months. I'm sorry, we just don't see you as a good fit for Macy's.
I have been trying so hard and so surreptitiously. You know, I've got the red shirt. It's not exactly the red shirt, but it's really close. It's really close. I'm at the Clinique counter every other day. Like,
I mean, again, like, you just didn't have the experience we were looking for, and it's really starting to freak the other employees out. You know,
Tag out Robin. I don't know what you think you're doing just hanging around these empty grave sites.
it's been 7 months.
Yeah,
I thought,
but-
I don't know.
This is an exclusive family plot. I mean, you have to be a member of the Winterborn family to, be in one of these grave sites, and you're just hanging around isn't going to cut it.
I've been trying to become a Winterbottom, okay? I have been practically stalking Heather, and she's still mourning Earl which is ridiculous. And
That's
I
not
just
the-
want to be in an early grave. Can I just take Earl's grave? Just be in an early grave?
An
the winter-
early grave.
Tag out Eileen. I don't know what you think you're doing, but that's really not how you get into heaven. You can't just walk up to the pearly gates and put your hands on the rail and just try to get in. Just being here doesn't mean that you're going to go to heaven.
But I'm sorry, Archangel Michael, but I have brought you McDonald's like every day for 7 months. I really thought we had like a thing.
Thank you for that. But once again, you had to do good deeds before you were dead.
Look, I didn't mean to send him to an early grave, okay?
Robin, sorry, I just needed you in here because I finished the surgery. But, and I don't know if this is what you intended when I left you in charge of the surgery, but this person is just made of paper clips.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. It was the only way I knew to keep him alive. I slowly rebuilt him as a paperclip person. I'm actually way better at reanimation. It's kind of a hobby for me. Again, I thought I made this clear. I'm not a surgeon.
I mean, you did, but you did so well with the other doctor. I thought you were my key to becoming the #1 surgeon. And
What's going on in here?
Oh, hi, Dr. Kessler.
Sir, did you put a battery in that patient's heart?
Yeah, that's what I do with all my reanimated corpses. So I just thought that.
Is it a fun time battery?
Yeah, I went through all the batteries until I heard really that it was like a fun time battery. He's gonna have a real fun life.
No? And you just abandoned me. I can't be the best surgeon without you, sir. I can't do it.
Are you saying you want this nurse back?
Thank you. I just actually had that point. Like, you just keep making this about you. I've been left alone to reanimate a corpse by myself.
I think it means that you're the top surgeon.
Okay. I mean, let's be ridiculous. This is actually probably just like a dead person made of paper clips. We haven't seen it do anything. This isn't possible that you could reanimate a corpse like this.
Just try and give
Pour some oil on me.
And that's our show.